Powell today testified for the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee on inflation in the U.S. economy. Powell was asked if the war in Ukraine is the primary driver for inflation in the U.S. Because that's what Biden tells us. Oh, look, folks, I learned a lot about cockroaches and kids jumping on my lap.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
And I got hairy legs. I'm Captain Corn Pop. Okay, that's what they used to call me, Captain Corn Pop. And this inflation is Putin's fault. It's not my fault. Come on, man. I've done more.
Why? Oh, you're getting nervous, man.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I've done more than the Trump administration. My predecessor didn't do half of what I'm doing. Look at the economy. It's great. Shut up, moron. I told you it was. That's what they want you to believe. But I'm about to show you a video, folks, that shows you quite the opposite. This is a GOP senator who puts this trap together so perfectly.
Powell, I realize there are a number of factors that play a role in the historic inflation that we're experiencing. Supply chain disruptions, regulations that constrain supply. We've got rising inflation expectations and excessive fiscal spending. But the problem hasn't sprung out of nowhere. And in January of 2021, inflation was at 1.4%. By December of 2021, it had risen to 7%, a five-fold increase. Now, since the war in Ukraine began in late February, the rate of inflation has risen incrementally another 1.6% to a current level of 8.6%. So again, from 7% to 8.6%. Given how inflation has escalated over the past 18 months, would you say that the war in Ukraine is the primary driver of inflation in America?
No, inflation was high before, certainly before the war in Ukraine broke out.
I'm glad to hear you say that. The Biden administration seems to be intent on deflecting blame, and as recently as just this past Sunday, spread the misinformation that Putin's invasion of Ukraine is the, quote, biggest single driver of inflation. I'm glad you agree with me that that is not the truth.
I love it when morons walk into traps set for morons, don't you?
True international effort to pressure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that spells bad news bears for Miss Mean Jean Corinne Pierre, because I'm sure tomorrow she's going to be asked about this and she's going to give you her lame, stupid excuse for an answer that doesn't make any sense.